Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Reality Unlimited podcast. I am your host and manifestation coach Rish, and today I'm recording from the river while being with a lot of emotions, and therefore that's going to be the topic of this episode, because I have realized that emotions, especially the emotions, are such a big part of the manifestation process of being whole, of manifesting our dream reality. And this is something that we suppress the most as a society, and therefore I find it very valuable to speak about it. And also I would love to share my experiences of how I deal with it now and how it helps me to manifest more effectively, manifest my goals easily and feeling whole within. So as I woke up today, I intended to record this podcast and there was no inspiration. Just like every day is different, and today was completely different. I had intentions of completing some work, going to the gym, recording a podcast. I didn't do either of them, and instead I was present with a lot of emotions, a lot of sadness and sorrow. So I sat with it and really spent the day at home. And now finally I felt like coming to the river, the creek. So when I came here, I have been sitting with these emotions and letting them flow through me, letting this energy flow through me. And oftentimes we see it as something to be fixed. The moment you find yourself sad, something deep within says, okay, fix it. What's really happening? What's the reason? And I used to be the same. However, what I've learned is that emotions most of the times don't come with a reason, and they don't have to, because it's simply the energy that is flowing through you. It could be something from long ago that's stuck inside, an emotional pattern. It could be an aspect of me that really wanted to come out and make me light, to be expressed through me. Those emotions want to be expressed rather than to be fixed. And that's the mistake I used to do, and that's the mistake we learn to do. That is by seeing something that's negative. Firstly, we label them negative, and then we try to fix them, because the world says be in the high vibration, be happy all the time. It's why you're crying. And especially for the males out there, we are taught not to cry. We are taught not to show weakness, because crying is a part of the weakness. I learned that too. There was a part of my life until my mid-20s, I didn't cry. And I did cry, maybe in emotion, like in installments, but a lot of the sadness I had to swallow, because I learned not to cry. And that's where I started having my breakthroughs later down the line, where I learned to really release the emotions which are flowing through me, because otherwise you end up being a dam. A river that's flowing through you simply wants you to be a channel. And I'm here sitting by the river, so it's a perfect metaphor I can see in front of my eyes as well. Instead of letting it express itself and observing the show, if we dam it, if we block it, if we try to fix it in a way like you are channeling the river somewhere else, it's going in the density and you're taking it in the lightness. It's going in the low vibe, you're taking it in the high vibe. Then there is going to be a disaster. Your body is going to become like a dam. It's going to keep on flooding you. It's keep on filling you with all sort of emotions, because you have suppressed them. You have stopped their flow from going out. And now there would come a time where you would want to open the dam, where you would have to open the dam. Otherwise, it's going to burst. And that's what happens with the most of us. We learn to burst when it comes at its last stage. Learn to become like a dam of emotions. And how I link it with manifestation is I see it oftentimes. Manifestation is linked with the vibration of who you are. Let's say of being in bliss, of being in joy, of being in ecstasy and higher emotions, of high frequency emotions. When we start chasing them, we lose our authenticity, we lose our truth, because we are amalgamation, we are a mixture of low vibe and high vibe, we are a mixture of density and lightness. We are here to express all sort of emotions, to live all sort of emotions, so we can have the contrast in this life, we can feel the contrast, we can live the contrast. And therefore, when you feel all the emotions, you are living in wholeness, you are feeling whole within, because you are living how you're supposed to live, you are living your truth. And from that space, you get to attract the perfect destiny for yourself. Not from the place of high vibe, not from the place of low vibe, but from the place of wholeness, of accepting all your parts, of accepting all the aspects of yourself, and not fearing some of those aspects, because that's what brings in the blocks. Not fearing a certain aspect and suppressing it. So really, instead of trying to make sense of the low emotions, of dense emotions, now what I do is to allow them, like really observe them, be an observer of them. And if I feel like crying, I cry. Like I just cried today and I felt lighter. And funny thing is, I don't know why I cried. It's just the day that I'm feeling so many emotions. I'm just feeling so many emotions flowing through me, and I'm allowing them. And it's okay. It's perfectly okay to sit with those emotions. Something that I had to practice to do, because I used to run away from the sadness and anger and grief and sorrow, not knowing what to do with them, because I would try to make sense of it, like they're not useful. Why am I feeling this way? But when I sit with them, I see my energy is getting lighter, because I am letting these rivers pass through me and simply be an observer. And that is what universe is wanting me to do. My life is wanting me to do, be an observer, to be an observer of my expression here in this lifetime. So here is my message for you, and a reminder for you to really look within the areas of your life and see where you are suppressing your emotions. Where are you trying to make sense of them? Where are you trying to channel that emotional river? Where are you trying to fix something that's not needed to be fixed? Even if it feels uncomfortable in the beginning, I promise you it will feel so much more aligned as you begin this process. You will start to embrace all your parts, and you will start seeing how your manifestations, how your goals also start coming to you in a more effortless way. So here I want to invite you with this question and close this episode. Where can you allow yourself to overflow instead of holding back? Let's reflect on this until we meet next week, and I would love for you to dive deeper into this aspect of yourself. If you have any questions and would like to message me, you can reach out to me at my Instagram. I am Rish Gupta. And if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to share it with your friends and family that you feel will benefit from listening to it, and help them release their emotions as well for effortless manifestation. I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. Take care.